in this case.
All right, Ashanique, Miss Kimble. Thank you so much for joining me today and being willing to talk about your journey in the Black Life Insurance Agents of America Facebook Black Life Insurance Agents of America group coaching program, where I help our Black and Brown life insurance agents transition online and become virtual agents. Because one of my statements that I always say is we should not have to sell our soul to help our community, and using our virtual tools and using a virtual platform so that we can stop dialing for dollars and door knocking and, you know what I mean, annoying our friends and family, but create a consistent income and have the time to enjoy the income and our family is what we should learn how to do. Of course, the virtual tools don't replace offline activity, because I'm definitely have the gift of gab and I love connecting face to face, but I do merge the two appropriately, and that's what we specialize in. So now, Miss Ashanique, this is not about me. This is about you. I want to know, first of all, where you located, and how long have you been in the industry, and what got you started or was attracted to the industry? Let's find out a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I live in Baton Rouge, not from Baton Rouge, I'm from Mississippi. But I started in the business, and what attracted me to the business really was I was already working in the financial industry in the bank. So I had many years experience in the bank helping people. I enjoy helping people. Like I enjoy having a conversation, checking in with them, how they've been doing, but also, helping them with their financial needs. And so while I was at the bank, I received my life insurance license there to be able to sell annuities and refer things over to a financial advisor. And it was there that I realized, hey, I like to help people feel like, you don't just have to put your money in the bank, and, there's other ways that you can help grow, save, and protect your money. And so once I transitioned from the bank, I realized, hey, I still got this license. I can still help people even though I'm not there anymore. And so that's what really got me over into fully into the insurance industry, if I can say,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. All right. Well, I wanted to talk. We have not completely gone through the 1 year program, but I think this is a great, we've gone about 5 months. And I wanted to share your experience with anybody who's thinking about joining the program so that they can see, um, even though they don't have it all together, or even though they still have questions, or if they're a new agent, or just what does it look like from somebody who's been in the program for a little while. So I want you to speak candidly and talk about all of the things. Try to answer the questions you think they might be having, or the hurdles that's stopping them from taking that leap. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is, I like to call them aha moments, or so in my generation it was what's his name? It was a TV show. Things that make you say, I can't even think of his name now, but what was
No
it?
clue.
Who is it?
I said I have no clue.
No clue. What is his name? It's a TV show. Whoever's watching this, put it in the comment section if you can, of who I'm talking about. But anyway, he would have moments in the talk show and say things that make you say, And so, what were some aha moments that you've had in the journey in the virtual life insurance, fix my broken virtual life insurance group coaching moment? That's about your business, because we have a question that's about you personally. What about your business and what you thought, even though you were working in a bank, being an entrepreneur, being a life insurance agent is different than corporate America. So, what are some of the things that you've learned that you want to share?
Well, I will say you mentioned something that's totally important. It's so different from the bank and just being an entrepreneur in the insurance industry, because what I've learned and had aha moments is that, you know, entrepreneurs work hard. It takes hard work, but it's rewarding work. And so I've learned that, that I have to, use all of my resources and tool, which is the Black Life Insurance Agents community. And this has helped me to realize I can't do everything by myself. I'm going to need help. And even when I was in the banking industry, I felt the same way, but it wasn't that I actually needed the help like I am now. It's that we're a community. So like we're a community in your group, being financial service people is still a community. You're still going to need help. So it has really shown me that I cannot do everything by myself, just some things, but not everything. And it has shown me that it's important to make sure that I'm keeping myself on task and order, because I found, which I already knew, that I was a procrastinator. And so this has taught me to be more disciplined with myself. And it has taught me that, hey, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, just saying that I want to help people is fine and dandy. But if I'm a procrastinator and not sticking to what I'm saying, then how can other people feel that I'm doing the same? So it has taught me that as well.
It has. Okay. So there's a foundation module inside of the group coaching program that helps you with your calendar, helps you identify your hindrances or your distractions, all of that. So that's good to know, and
Mm-hmm.
once a month, we actually talk about all of the items inside of the foundation module because getting together our organization, our time management, our distractions, our self-reflection, our shiny object syndrome, all of that, and actually doing activity that's going to bring us revenue and leads and all of that instead of like busy work. It's something that we're not used to because you go to job and you get paid every 2 weeks. You might come in one day and don't do anything that's really productive, but you still gonna get paid as long as you on time and you know what I'm saying. You show up and you.
Right.
Yeah, but when you're an entrepreneur, that's a mindset shift that I really have to do the things regularly that I don't want to do, even if it's just a little bit that I'm doing it. I can't just not do it. You know what I mean? And so that's good. I'm glad that you receive value in the foundations course. The next question is about self-reflection. Self-reflection is usually, you know, am I humble enough? That's what I've been learning or going through, or am I being a pushover? Am I, all of those different types of things. But self-reflection can be different depending on where you are in your life. With you, I like to know what has the community, the camaraderie, in addition to what you just mentioned, which is the aha moment regarding your business, what have you had to grow, or where have you had to grow within yourself that being mirrored by other Black and brown life insurance agents in the community? You see them growing and you like, wow, I didn't recognize that in me, or I didn't recognize I had this potential, or I can go here. I don't even want to give it away, but these are things that I've learned, and man, I've been holding myself back. Can you talk about some of the self-reflection moments that you've experienced?
Well, definitely what I've experienced is it's so important to have self-care. And it's so important to, not be a self-sabotager. And as an individual, whether a business owner or not, I find myself giving myself praise a lot of times. But I've
Yes.
learned throughout the group coaching and us sharing, our highlights and other things throughout the day, that a lot of times I can I can say positive things about myself, but sometimes it's always followed with that but. And it shouldn't. We should be able to praise ourselves, and we should do self-care, because I've learned as an entrepreneur that is very important. It's very important to have self-positive talk and
Yeah.
self-care, and just to take time with yourself. So I would say, you know, those two things, or those couple of things, is very important, and that's what I realized as well.
So the group doesn't just talk about life insurance stuff, is what you're saying. We actually helping you with your whole life, get your whole business life
Yes,
together.
yes.
And it's so important, you know what I mean, to have a community that you can share things with, that you feel comfortable with, that you don't feel judged, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
everybody else is telling you, I'm gonna have a difficult day, or I'm feeling a little discouraged. And then you have a team of cheerleaders that's rallying you on, you know what I mean? Um, I really wanted to create that safe environment. We have that in the Black Life Insurance Agents of America community, but I wanted to mirror. That's a like right now like 1,100 people, but I feel it even more so in our small close knit group because we are sharing a little bit more vulnerable. And sometimes our whole
Mhm.
group coaching session is just each one of us talking about the growth that we've had in the past week or the past month, and then another person feels comfortable to share as well. So it's really good, and the fact that it's just Black. You know what I mean? All my clients aren't Black, but I did make sure to create that group coaching. I mean, the group coaching and the Facebook group, because we need to have a place that we can share a lot of our struggles with finance, mindset, helping our community. Things that we are unlearning from the past is different from what our counterparts are learning. You know what I mean? And so it's
Mhm.
I just felt it's important for us to have that, and I'm grateful that you are benefiting from it. All right, so let's go to the next question. I have two more questions. The next question, guys, I'm feeling like I'm going live. So the next question, guys. But anyway, so the next question is, um, I want you to be able to share what type of agent do you think will be ideal, for to join. So maybe there's some people watching that's like, I want to join, but maybe it's not for me. You know how we talk ourselves out of stuff. We always talk ourselves out of stuff, really. And I want the person who's listening, like, that's not going to help me because I'm older or I'm brand new, or you know what I mean. I'm a veteran agent, and so I don't need to know how to sell life insurance. But it's a lot of different levels, and so based off of your experience being in the community, in the group coaching program for 4 months, what do you think will be an ideal agent to join to be able to value or receive the most value?
Well, it kind of piggybacks off what you just said. I feel that a lot of agents, whether you're brand new, you're seasoned, or you're older and you feel like, hey, this is working for me and I don't need that, because it's so much material, such valuable information that teaches you not only how to be an agent virtually and be successful with it, but also just to teach you how to be an agent in general, or maybe if this didn't work with your client, or if this approach didn't go. It's so many people, such a community where we can piggyback off of everything. There's so many trainings, so many calls, so you never feel like, hey, I don't know this. Or it's been plenty of times I've been in a group and I'd be like, wait, I didn't even know that this website can do all this for you. Or I didn't even know that I can use this and design all my stuff, or I can schedule things out. So I feel like it's something there for everyone, if that makes sense.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Now, I have learned, and I must say, trial and error, because this was our beta coaching program. I
Hmm.
have learned that the most ideal agent will be someone who has at least sold about 5 different policies, so that they've gotten their feet wet in the life insurance industry before they decide to focus on being a virtual agent. You know what I mean? And so I'm glad that you guys have given me the feedback to know that. What do you think about the at least that as a bare minimum, because I don't want someone to come into the program and feel disappointed, or like this isn't what they're needing according to their journey. I want to 100% be transparent. So yeah, again, I feel like somebody who has at least sold 5 policies will be best beneficial. And then they can do other things. So what can you piggyback on that?
I can. I actually feel like that's a great idea as well, because sometimes being brand new, this program can be a compliment, but a lot of times as brand new agents, and me being one as well myself and constantly learning, is that you need your mentors, you need your support group outside of just trying to be a virtual agent. And we hear you say it all the time, like support your support group, this community, all those things that you have working currently with you are important. So I feel like a brand new agent can still benefit from this. This can be a compliment for them because there's so many tools, so much learning and resources, but they still want to keep their upline or their mentorship and every other things as well.
Absolutely. There's never too many people that you can have surrounding you that's helping you pour in your business. And you're not going to get everything from one location. You know what I mean? You're not. And
Hmm.
so that's why I didn't want people to feel rushed to try to learn everything, and that's why we've priced it accordingly, and we've extended the time frame to a whole year, because you're changing your mindset. You're starting a whole new type of career, which is a lot of people have never had a commission only business. You know what I mean? I'm the boss. I don't have to wait for somebody to give me permission to do something. You're learning how to sell. A lot of people haven't ever learned how to sell. You're learning tools. You're learning social media. You're learning to
Hmm.
take pride in yourself and your ability to change the community. But you still need to learn the fundamentals of selling insurance and things of that nature. So you need your upline. You know what I mean? You need those rah-rah meetings that they may have. Even though we do go through a process of celebrating each other's wins. I just definitely don't want someone to feel like this will replace, unless you're already selling online and you have your business model, things of that nature. You know how to make money regularly. I don't want anyone to think that this is going to replace that, because it's not. Our goal is to teach you how to sell the ways that you're currently selling online, so you can get back your time. You can get back you don't have to be tied to the phone. You know what I mean? You don't have to
Right.
schedule these appointments and deal with all these no shows, and You don't have to try to sell to the whole wide world, because the whole wide world is not going to respond, which definitely affects our self-esteem. You know what I mean? So figuring out who that right person is and the right path. What type of agent are you? You know, all those different things we focus on. Then what's the lead generating activity that you should do that's best suited? So we help you pinpoint all of that while getting rid of or avoiding all those distractions and self-sabotaging. So that's good, good, good. Thank you for pointing that out. The last one, the second one, the last question I want to talk about is, how do you feel about your journey compared to before, when you came in and you were a babe in the life insurance industry? Well, actually, you had sold a lot of annuities, but not necessarily life insurance per se. So you
Right.
have been in the insurance industry and in the financial services industry before now. But I still want to know though, what do you think about and how do you feel about your journey from before? And how do you feel about it now, comparing the two? And again, we got well over 6 months to keep going, so there's more, and we'll even do a follow-up. But how has your journey rounded out? How has your
Well, I
journey
feel like my journey so far has been great. It's been filled with many, like ups, and I mean it's just been great. How I would want to approach this is that when I first started, I was looking for a community or something to feel like I can have that support and stuff. And so I basically came across the group by, I guess I want to say, chance or luck. And I'm glad that I did,
I would
because
say divine intervention, but okay.
well, we'll go with that. And I mean, it's just been great. Like when I first started coming into something or trying to be an entrepreneur, you have these ideas and these conceptions in your head of how you think it's going to look or how you feel it's going to be. And it can be those things, but also it shows you that, you know, it may not go at the pace that you thought it would. Sometimes you maybe need to wait, slow down, self-reflect. Maybe I need to do a little tweaking. Maybe I need to do a little bit extra work. And so that's what it has taught me, because as Stacy knows, when I came in, I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna get started, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then I had to realize, wait, if I want something to last, if I want my business to last and not just fumble or flop after a little while, I have to build it now while I have the time to be sustainable. And so it has helped me to realize that it's not just a quick thing. And it has helped so much with trying to stay in a positive mind frame. I'm always the one talking about, oh, I love positivity, but sometimes I get in the dumps too. So I'm glad that the community has provided a space for us to feel like, oh man, yesterday was good, but today it's a little bit of rough, and we all kind of get each other back on track, and we all support each other. And so I can say from the beginning and to now, with Stacy and the other people inside of the Black Life Insurance Agents of America, Agents of America group, it has been such a gem in my life. It has solidified a lot of things, and it has shown me that it's okay to take longer than expected. It's okay to work at it a little bit harder, because like they said, Rome wasn't built in one night. Millionaires don't become millionaires in one night. It takes hard work, it takes persistence, and it takes dedication. So I mean, if you have those things, in which she all helps all of us to continue to have that mind frame, then we'll be successful.
Hey, I was just going to say any lasting thoughts, but I think you just gave them a whole shot. You
I
just gave them
did.
a
I mean,
whole.
I could add more, but
I mean, it's up to you.
I
That's
just
the last thing I want to ask. Is there anything you want to add, and you don't have to feel compelled? But that was a lot right there. I appreciate that.
um the only last thing I can add is, I feel like I've said it before, but I feel like I want to say it again, is when it gets hard, and Stacey's going to talk about it, other people you may find in the group, they may talk about it, don't give up, because like she teaches us, people, we're not in the, like you post today, we're not in the business of selling life insurance, we're in the business of um telling people what it can do for them. And then we also have to remember that, oh, just lost my thought, but I'm gonna get it back. We also have to remember that it's not gonna always be hard. and that's why we have this community. And just stick with the community, because a lot of times you may say, man, look, I thought this would work. It's been 3 months. I don't see anything, or I see a little bit and it's not what I thought. And I promise you, 3 months and one day, you'll be seeing the results that you thought that you wanted to see. Because I was having feelings of, this is working and I like it and things like that. And everybody can tell you, I was like, oh, I got this appointment. Somebody was in my DM. So it works. We just have to do what Stacey says, and everyone else be consistent, because consistency is the key.
Consistency is the key. That momentum, next thing you know, you be like,
Yes.
oh, and it just start like an avalanche. All right, well, good deal,
Yes.
good deal. Ashanique, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I look forward to coming back on here and us referring back to this video a few months down the line and talking about how things have transpired for you. So, thanks, guys, for listening, and I'll see you next time.